6 shots to be hitting, gets dinked up, but still confident in the repeat. Max smokes off from spawn, so he should be relaying that to his teammates. His heavy god that we're going to have to see do a lot of the work, and unfortunately, he gets caught out. Masuta finds the dink conversion, 3v4, and it's crucial that slips out towards the site and is able to plant the bomb. Bit of extra cash for him as Zuwu's Julie alongside Surreal's USP to try and get this retake going here as Into the Breach have the numbers game. Surreal confident in taking this first fight, and it will get there eventually. Smoke on top of the bomb, the Julies of Zuwu still looking. Max is starting the 10-second defuse. The cycle isn't getting stopped either. Someone's got to go stopping him, because right now it's just the guns, and it's a 1v1. Max knows where Masuta is. Probably start hunting him down, and Masuta up close. 3 in the round. The Frenchman kick-starting the ITB campaign. And there you have it, ITB with the pistol. Be present, Roland getting flashed up, ready to fight. The pole wants blood. Who's going to give it? Well, not directly to him. It's the Zuru that finds the trade, but the real that gets dropped from long.
As soon as he dies there, it's all over. And ITB, a very good first round, a bonus round, but they are going to chop them down as they come through. Heavy God, Mighty Max, not going to allow anyone to get by apart from Crucial. And honestly, Heavy God dying there is actually pretty negative. Like, yeah, they've got all these kills, but he'll spot out the information, and a deep Molotov as well is going to section him off from the rest of his teammates. Masuta blinded from a great flash from Slend. However, BMAS is there in a very quick pursuit. There is a very extended flank from Mighty Max. Max is going to be dealing quite a lot of damage. That nade, oh my god, wow, this is an incredible amount of damage. And Molotov as well, they're trying to hunt him down. Max farming up these kills. Crucial, surviving on just a lick of HP will fall. And I mean, that's actually a really good 4K. They're just trying to find the cracks in the defense, and they are. BMAS this time doing it towards Candles. He's going to catch Slend off guard. He's going to hit all of that. In the meantime, it's just a Zuwu now over towards Speed Bomb site. He has everything to do. Does get a new magazine in. Rollin on the other side will win out the duel. Slend's rotated in, but still need to be very careful of BMAS.
Yeah, it's a 3v3, but the HP still favors
There's no
his T side. Wait, hold on. We're not planting. We haven't planted a bomb in this round, ITB. A massive fumble. Not playing for the objectives, and with not enough time on the clock.
20 seconds. Again, we are looking at an issue of time. However, Endpoint just like aren't moving, and Max actually gets spotted out first on Big Box. Oh no. I said I love this crossfire. However, Max's backpack was sticking out, so Heavy got only going 1-for-1. Did throw this round to contention, but Slend wins out the duel on his opposition AWPer, and BMAS will only just get the bomb down. Endpoint with 2 on the back of Zuwu's opening frags. The first one, fair enough. The second one, I have no idea what Roland's doing. Obviously, Surreal took contact. However, like, the Molotov's down towards the right side of Cave.
First half of play. Max tucks in. Spotted towards Donut, and the
Again?
hero AK has found the mark. Heavy God penalized. Leg shot from Slend's AWP, but the problem is he's now stuck here. Ryland's picked up the M4. Masuta's found Max. Slend needs to hit a couple more than this, though. It would be a massive ask from him, and he can't. 2v4. Endpoint might have just bottled it against the half-buy.
Yeah, this is a massive blunder right now. Heavy God once again dying early in middle. First player to fall. And he's really been struggling. Just speaking of some sort of like progression, Endpoint's just going to get there stinted. They're going to keep these last 2 remaining players, and ITB are only going to keep Masuta into the next round. A spam can come through from Surreal. That's exactly what's going to happen. A Zuwu in that same manner. The bomb is going to be able to be planted. However, actually, no, will it? Everyone's dying. Bomb gets dropped. They know Crucial's towards Cave. He's being spammed down to 43 HP. And wow, this is looking like a much better round for Endpoint. And Surreal will put the final nail in the coffin. A Zuwu, once again, 2 kills.
Find some space, and that's exactly what they're looking to do. Look at the clock, Freddy. You have 10 seconds left to do the bomb. Endpoint have left this one late. There's your first, there's your second. Team is going spamming. Now jumps in. Like, downright clicks him down. Heavy God with 2. There's not enough time to do it all, though. He jumps on the bomb. There's no time. Both players gone. ITB kill all 5, and they'll win the round on top of it.
Very interested by the fact that Surreal and Zuwu are playing so passive towards B. A ramp smoke that forces Thomas forward. That's one of the Mac 10's dead now. Rollins upgrades that A1S from Heavy God. And Surreal, a lovely bait and switch. Actually, I think, yeah, he kind of just stood there and got the kills. I'm going to bait and switch. Azu's going to be so focused on denying the bomb, and that's when Roland can initiate himself. Azu will actually get the kill onto Roland. It's Mighty Max that dies. And Roland, a great shot, barely any ammo left. Upgrades the AK, him against Slen. The USP's out, tagged even lower, 11 HP. The Orber's hunting him down, and Slen will finally breathe some success and life into Endpoint. Feels like that's always been the case, though, in this half. They've had the opportunities to start progressing drastically in somewhat of an area of success, and it's never quite got there. I guess the only difference is that I have an AWP out, but no kits on Endpoint. I do agree with you. I think that's the exact same point I would use to reason with. And I think Heavy God's a little bit confused, like, oh, hey, buddies, you guys are actually on Galil's. And that's once again, Heavy God kind of going 1-for-1. He's got 10 frags, but I can't say a lot of them are too impactful. Slend, he's been a man of the tags. And this time, once again, being the solo A defender is going to let them walk up. Crucial and Thomas both low. Crucial will be the first to fall. Masuta does trade out onto Mighty Max, but he will be dinked down as well, so it's not without its punishments.
Flash goes in. 3-6 starts. Masuta wins it out. Massive damage done to Surreal. You mentioned the tag, but things fall even, and it's a massive gap in this smoke. Yeah, look. Oh, wait, no strings on the bomb. I know it's not there. Endpoint don't have a kit to spare, and it's done. ITB will take 9. I did say I like the idea of the investment ready. And yeah, maybe one player dies from either side, but they don't care about that. It's a 9-4. ITB. What a round again. Yeah, I don't think they're going to attempt this one, Freddy. Heavy God finds Crucial. Maybe there's an upgrade in weaponry, but the opportunity of winning this round is far from gone. That'll be that. What a brilliant turnaround. ITB's first half, Freddy. Yeah, it's had its bumps in the road, but every round that's a requirement, you know, every round that means something to the Endpoint economy or a round of their own, they've been on their A game. Eagle up close, they lose a Mac 10, they'll trade out for it. Blend at least gets one more. Masuta, the only man that survives. He doesn't lose his life as well because they don't have the most money here for the T side. CTs in the exact same predicament as well. They're going to buy one last time. 10-4 could be 11.
And now it's going to be another potential fast place towards B. This time they have got a little bit more support. There are 3 players here. A good nade, good utility. Players not giving themselves up straight away. It's formulated to go to a 3v3, and that's when Slend initiates the contact once again. It's these trades. Masuta, lovely, lovely. Bomb gets dropped. 2v2. Crucial's going to plant. Heavy God can spam. The spam will come through. Damage is really good, actually. Crucial down to 50 HP. Max might be baited in because of that. Masuta's holding for him, but Masuta will lose his life. It's all down to the Dutchman now. Not using his preferred weapon onto the AK, and Heavy God's flanking.
Yeah, needs to isolate this fight quickly, but the more he backs up, it's more in the open. And Heavy God able to take him down. So 11-4 denied. It will be 10-5. It's the best of both worlds. Endpoint have given themselves a chance, but it's a hell of an uphill battle. The question is, will they be able to hike or will they slip? We'll find out. ITB up next on the CT side to see if they can close out their map pick.
I think these next few rounds, I'm going to have Endpoint in my crosses a lot. They've struggled to string rounds together. This has to be their start. Mighty Max entering up. Masuta only going 1-for-1, but Crucial giving some sort of coverage there is going to give them the advantage now. ITB, they don't have a kit, but as these smokes fade, the retake's going to be very hot on their heels.
Off goes down. Boost nearly disassembled by Heavy God. The wacky bit of spam could have granted an advantage. Bomb ticking away massively as well. This is going to look good for the CT side of ITB. You have the numbers game, but Thomas gets turned on. Heavy God delivers bad news. Crucial just as much, to be fair to him. 2 versus 3, and Heavy God being low means that Zuru needs to step up massively, and he will have to. 1v3, one clicking, flashbang, go through. There's your first, there's your second. Zuru nearly with all 3. Crucial hasn't got a kit because he hasn't got any time, and that is a sick 1v3 from Azuwu.
The young gun who has risen up from the UK scene. A lot of people from outside the UK would have not really known who he is when Endpoint signed him.
story that could work for both sides. Sure, a lesser investment for ITB, but it's one that could definitely fight this Endpoint side. And well, that's a good start, isn't it? Thomas, UMP gets the opening frag and a second.
Wow.
Both main players drop. Rallen moves through the smoke. Not the most sensible of ideas, but it's information and damage. Slen to half when they know that all three coming from spawn. The wraparound is big. Heavy God finding crucial. Couple of low HP players. Beamus, one of them, Masuta tagged as well as Thomas. The AK. Azuwu put on notice. Oh my God, Thomas. What a swing. 2v2. Looks so much more manageable now for the CT side. Problem is HP. That's going to be your biggest issue. They're going to pick up the bomb. Maybe they can work its way back towards the site, but a player coming through Donut as well. Masuta knows. Beamus, you just play on notice. Let them get the bomb. I'll be the next form of contact, and it's only Heavy God to deal with.
He's on for the 1 versus 2 ace. Bomb in his hand. Isn't going to clear Masuta. Runs straight across his crosshair. It's the easiest pickings for him. What a shot from Beamus, but Thomas...
And for... Claims the opening frag in middle. Beamus wanting to take a more passive approach now that the advantage sits in the court here for the CT side. Flashbang's okay, but no one acts upon it. Slen eventually has the balls to swing and puts them in their place. Masuta, quick little triple, nice on the spray. Good control, nothing too special or cool. It was just hold mouse one. You know, you lose everything that you've invested into, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
he shot the body.
And yes, he did indeed shoot a body that was not alive.
Ooh, Endpoint grasping at straws right now. There's no issues whatsoever. And Endpoint, as we've said, it's looking a little bit ropey for them. 6-13 is basically guaranteed. The P250, the only upgraded weapon on Surreal, is actually the first to die. And once again, it's Masuta having pretty nice impact rather. It's only against the Glock, so that doesn't really matter. But that's ITB on 13. And wow, this is looking like a really, really dominant first map.
Two players in bottom mid, probably a little more keen to see what appears behind the smoke. Rallen from one of his own nade miss. Oh, and Azu takes a big chunk of damage because of it, but the misplay costing his life. He's on in. Heavy God still gets the trade. 3v4. CT side that don't have the numbers. Endpoint, as I said, maybe with a chance, but it's Masuta that takes it right back from them, snatching the idea of success away. Mighty Max and Azuwu, 2 versus 3. Gotta claw this one back between them.
Azuwu, one single simple smoke will completely fake out this whole Endpoint side. However, lovely aggression through middle from those players. Towards Shelf, catches Azuwu coming back towards the A bomb site. And as the bomb gets planted, it's going to be pretty obvious. Mighty Max now in a 1 versus 3. Thomas low HP, Crucial being brought down to low HP, but that will be it. That is all she wrote. At Endpoint, they might just be sent packing home very early here. We know these players don't like 9 AM games, and God, they have not warmed into this one whatsoever. Crucial, Beamus. Oh, there's a lot. I keep on forgetting.
There's 6 out of 10 here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 5 out of 10 here. Okay. There you go.
Well,
anyway.
Ryan, it's going to be a very fast play towards the B-bomb site. There's only one real defender there, as Rollin is completely smoked off in cave.
Wow.
And Masuta, even though I have sung his praises, in this instance, will actually fall straight away. You're saying, wow, like it was the round over. I would have agreed with you. I thought that was it. And B-Mass charging through felt like that might have actually put a spanner in the works. And now it's on to Rollin. Low HP on a lot of players. Bomb in front of him. Max will be the first to fall. However, you can see he was a little bit confused of what Max was doing. Understandably so. And Endpoint, second round of the T side, but they have had to claw their way through that one. Yeah, I think the issue I have with Endpoint so far in Ancient is that they've won 7 rounds. Only 2 of those have been in continuous fashion. And Thomas, how has he been getting away with this? He's literally just been peeking in towards A and finds success. A good flash from Heavy God, just find both of them. B-Mass had to take more of an assertive role to protect his IGL. And he will eventually, his IGL will fall to a grenade, but the damage has been done, especially with Crucial getting a pick towards middle. Mighty Mouse is a very big key component of this round for Endpoint if he's going to come through, but in the back lines. However, he's just not going to be able to do that now. He's going to have to watch from the spectator position. Success will only come in a very limited moment.
Masuta finding Slen through the smoke. Don't know if maybe he had a bit of info or it was just complete fortune. Either way, he finds the first. Rallen flanks to find the second. That is 15 on the board for Into the Breach. One more to convert their map pick. Masuta taps it again. I think just to give them a bit of a head start so Rallen can go and pick up a premium gun. He does get his hands on an AK. Masuta still on the M4.
All of a sudden, just became about, let's make sure we can kill BMAS and Thomas. It's going to be a fast, last-ditch effort towards middle. Heavy God, Azuwu. Okay, this is looking a lot better. However, this is going to be them. It's their first of the 8 they'll need to get in a row. It's a massive mountain to climb. This is a good start, though, Ryan.
Yeah, massive advantage. 5 versus 3. The deficit is huge. Make it down to 2. Heavy God spotted. Crucial missed shot. Rallen at least converts the shot that his teammate once started for the sake of Endpoint. It's just about making, you know, at least when you check back on HLTV and you look at the scoreline, okay, it's a little bit of a closer game than it once was.
And neither of them are going to find any information as Endpoint have their pretty much all their contingent towards middle. Thomas is going to swing out. I don't even know how many players he would have seen there because he just died. And with the AK towards B, Rallen's going to have to go nuclear here. This is his domain. They're just going to Molotov him out. I don't know if it's because they heard that AK, but now they're going to have to deal with the AWP. Crucial holding the angle. Slen, the first to fall. He isn't on his AWP. He's on the rifle. Do they have a smoke for Donut? Oh my god. Ryan, there's no smoke for Donut. And now if Surreal, I was going to say, if Ryan can kill Surreal, it could be everything. But I think Crucial is only so much this man can do.
Step beyond the line of A main and they'll find themselves into an AWP, so makes the most sense. Crucial backs up even further. Endpoint, they will find 9.
It's not looking clean though. It's definitely coming with its difficulties. And around where you only brought in an AK and an AWP, you suffer 3 casualties and definitely make yourself sweat a little bit after getting that really good early.
Oh, the timing. This guy. Oh, he doesn't know how good this is. He does not know. Surreal. Whoa, dude, there's a guy in spawn. Heavy God, how have you let that one happen? That's it. C4 now in the palm of the hands of Thomas. The problem is, I was going to say, does he expect him on the flank from spawn? He will look at that way. And it's a nice shot from Masuta. Azumu caught off 2v4. And some massive timing out, just completely out of the ordinary from Heavy God. It's going to cost them this map. As Thomas finds a second. This round's done. It's over. It's game. It's Slend against 4. He will find the first, but with 30 seconds and no bomb in his pocket, ITB continues to circle.
Ooh.
Nice second shot from Slend, but Thomas will make it 3, and ITB will make it 16.
It was a valiant attempt from Slent there at the end, but Thomas, well, we were talking about Max leading by example.
It is ITB, a map up to none. After taking their pick of Ancient, it's time for Endpoint's response on Mirage to see if they can deliver some of the good news for the UK organisation. Crucial starts things well. Rallen doubling up. Not a great start here for Endpoint, but it's Slend that gets them back on the board to the 3v4. And Masuta being 1 point of health puts them in a pretty comfy spot. There's Mighty Max, and as we watch from the sidelines, Slend gets dropped as well. It's all on Heavy God, 1 versus 3. But you would trust him in situations like this. Massive damage done to Rallen after finding the first frag. But 1 is not enough when he faces 3 players.
With this new 4-man roster, beating Ecolot, losing to Mongols on land, and then 16-6 Spirit, 14-6 Bet Boom. So they've actually showed this is actually one of their most capable maps, and Thomas is already going to start that off. He was super dynamic with his pushes over on map number 1, and that was something I feel like Endpoint lacked a little bit, was with their multi-frag potential and their actual confidence of right now, seemingly on round number 2, we're already seeing something a little bit different. 2 pistols getting straight into the face of the CT sides. And Masuta, the only defender here. He was incredible in map number 1, but Heavy God is just going to cancel him out the server. Yeah, that's a huge second round to get as well. And they're just going to go for a very simple A smokes up against this eco and save and the save weaponry.
Oh, I was going to say, Surreal gives it the old glance, quick check, you know, drop of the shoulder, see if anyone's there, and he's like, oh, damn it, like, I should have actually committed to clearing this one out, spins back around, gets the kill anyway. BMS against 4.
I think There's actually, you can search up like the circles of the bomb radius, and it's actually really good to visualize. I would have thought he died here, or like taken any damage. He doesn't. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating there to be two A1Ss in this round. Only saw one of them. Half armor as well, and Crucial and Masuta. Crucial sport that so we could actually obtain the orb. And speaking about the orb, golden sticker on the scope, golden in the kill feed. Very nice stuff from him, and Thomas just peeks in through window.
Nicely done. Bemis
Wow.
with one, Thomas the other, and I'll tell you what, Resurgence is good. 4v5 in ITB. Take all 5 down without even breaking a sweat.
That smoke missing is going to mean that Roland can hold the players coming out of Connector, and the T side will be none the wiser. However, a great opener by Azuru. A flash deep isn't necessarily going to blind Roland, and Azuru is going to be the first to fall. Mighty Max, though, he has just been baited in potentially. Thomas is under Palace. They are going to be drawn a little bit closer, as I think everyone was looking to move away, and Thomas just hasn't been cleared. Don't know how he hasn't been cleared. Don't know how he's got 2 there. That's incredible. Still staying alive, dealing so much damage, not necessarily the kill feed, but in the time feed, and that's when Crucial and Masuto reveal themselves and annihilate everyone in their path.
Find themselves in a comfy spot on that CT side. Not their map pick, but again, the quicker they can acclimatise themselves, the better this could go. That, though, is a great shot from Heavy God. Crucial going for the little jump, and he gets blasted completely. Rallen. Oh dear, I hate this. Yeah, Azu, that's the free kill we'll get today. Thomas, good nade, needs to find more than just one though. The IGL tapping away towards E-Box. No damage done. 3v4, Endpoint, walk away with the numbers game.
I mean, the reliance shouldn't be on Thomas. For some reason, he has been incredible on both of these maps. He wasn't relied upon on Ancient, but the amount of early plays and confidence he was brewing throughout the server was worth its weight in gold, and now he actually is very much relied on. The Frenchman dies in front of him. Gonna come back around this corner now. He does spot them. How's he got a first kill there? No idea how he's got it into a 2 versus 2. Bomb being dropped, and Thomas, though, on one single hit point, the Molotov's gonna land on him, and there's nothing he can do about that. Surreal cleans up Bemis at the end, and Endpoint, well, that's a round they shouldn't be winning, but they will take it in their stride.
Bring every dollar, every cent they can out of their pockets and into this investment, hoping they can cut Endpoint's momentum in its tracks right now.
Ooh, it's going to be a very fast play up short. The charge of the Light Brigade is going to get quickly shut down, though, by Masuta. With 2, almost a third, but Slend will finally trade his teammates. Very nicely done, though, very early on. However, the B bomb site is opened up. Surreal's already made his way out. Crucial's not going to anticipate that, but he will still survive. The Dutchman, his life, just being alive, is so important. The nade, not quite going to finish him off, but look at this lurk from Mighty Max. Normally what we'd see from Heavy God on this T side, but Mighty Max will slot into that perfectly. Sadly for him, his time will be limited. But they have full information now of where the last 2 players are. Now make it the final. Bemis has upgraded to an AK.
Try to do the damage, try and find the frags on the exit. Nothing there. Wave goodbye to that opportunity. There you have it. It will be the round in favor of ITB in favor of Endpoint.
Spammed away from the angle, but Endpoint, like, they just know they're here. ITB are in the full awareness of what's happening. They know the story, and it's only going to play out in their favor. They're walking like lambs to the slaughter. Thomas is actually going to accidentally die there. Surreal was shooting at Bemis, and Thomas just walks into his crosshair. So apart from that one little mishap, it's pretty much flawless from ITB. Positively, for some reason in this meta, as people are just like so focused on getting like big frags. However, maybe this is a round where big frags were needed because everyone just dies. Endpoint, after losing that opening kill, just come through up connector from Palace, and it is destruction. Blood all over the floor from the European side, and it's only Masuta to save.
Yeah, I think just for him, it's about saving, keeping this M4. I did say that Endpoint's pockets did come deep. It's the exact same situation for ITB. They find themselves now in a pretty tricky scenario because Masuta's saved a gun, Roland's got enough money to buy, but everyone else bidding on an eco. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know
What does he do here? The rest of his team are coming through A. What does Slend do here with 35 seconds?
Oh, they've got to be careful. BMAS finding a Zuru. Heavy God's created space towards A, but the bomb in underpass, as you say, just feels a little bit lost. Nice shot from Heavy God, but of course, a mission for them to get a plant. To be fair, Heavy God has done wonders in creating space. Because look at this, all three players gamble towards A. Bombs out on B. Now, listen, Slend hasn't had the most vocal of games. I wouldn't put it past him.
And Masuta, if he died a little bit straight there, it would have been a big advantage for Slend.
Unlucky.
And unfortunately, yeah, after hitting that first shot on Thomas, the leg shot, it's actually going to be the Brit who cancels him out 5-7, inch by inch. Not wanting to let anything slip. They understand that they have this lead, but it can be taken away from them quite quickly. However, Heavy God, I mean, that's perfect. A lovely spray, 2 kills. There was definitely a reliance on the City side, especially against Bet Boom. And against Spirit, that's where they found the lead. So when we get to the crux of the matter, we start to see that ITB need to be doing better on this first half. What does Surreal do here? He is being pincered and encapsulated by every single angle. They are restricting his breathing room. And Rollin, well, I don't know how he's the first way to get that kill, but that's great from him.
Flash. Engage. Masuta caught off guard. Just expected no one to be in apartments anymore. Second frag now for Max in this round. Bomb goes off. As you say, there's a safe gun in the mixer, but other than that, it is Dunzo. There you have it. And Endpoint have wandered their way into it, and even then, half health done to the AWPer on top of it. Rallen's found a third.
No. Yeah, that's incredible. They know he plays towards connector. There should be information that isn't new to them. And they might even offer him up the ace. This would be a big, big round to get. There's such a big difference between a 10-5 half and a 9-6 half. Rallen does fall off stairs, thinking the Molotov's going to land on him, and finally shall be executed. However, the damage has most certainly been done. Surreal and Heavy God, they actually do have quite an easy trajectory into this round. Thomas has picked up an AK and Crucial's picked up an AWP, so it's been made so much more difficult. And the pistols will actually end it off. 6-9, Endpoint. They do lead. Can they continue this and push on to Inferno, or will ITB end it out in 2? We'll find out after the break. I don't think they could even go for this. And especially with Heavy God being pushed and the players dying in CT. Heavy God, hold on a second. This is now winnable, but BMAS, okay, goes back to normality. I was going to say, all of a sudden, Endpoint started grasping at straws. And there still is a possibility. No, there's no kit. And yeah, we're going to go back into this vicious cycle of force buys and counter force buys. Something that Endpoint struggled to deal with on Ancient was those anti-force buys. So they're not going to have the issue right now as they are the ones on the force. But if they do win that...
Masuta is so passive right now, so backpedaled.
Oh!
Apps, that's a pretty decent start. Mighty Max's Deagle fires for 1. Any more he'll be asking, any more.
Slend?
He won't, but Slend certainly will be. How on earth are ITB throwing this round away? Rallen and Masuta both finding kills. It's a 2v5 for them. Max in jungle and low HP. Rallen knows he's got to be focused on this frag. And nade well placed, but Azuru finds them both. Great round from Oscar. 10 on the board for Endpoint. And ITB, despite a good start, fall flat on their face.
And Slend, a missed jump in towards ladder. Oh, look how important it would have been if he did hit it, because they're running through up short. Rollin's in ladder room. This is a big blunder for Endpoint, especially with Heavy God dying in connector.
Oh, Rallen, nice shot. Slend needs to hit the slam dunk, and he will, but probably now needs to convert a little bit more than just the one. Half the pincer maneuver caught out completely, and that'll be that. That could be round over. Masuta, he knows where Slend is. One shot with the AWP enough. Surreal trades out. The flank not even leading from Max. The last 2 players coming from A main.
It's a British duo that is as old as time itself. Mighty Max have won. He gets traded out. They don't know about Surreal, but BMAS will spot him out, and he will connect it with the 1 versus 2. That could have been Endpoint's round. After losing the first 2 opening picks, and it completely caught Endpoint off guard. The next round, the exact same thing happened. Are ITB going to change this up, or are they going to continue doing what's working and basically not change what ain't broke?
Wondering, with the save of the M4, Heavy God, is he going to get enough money to buy an AWP? I mean, he could technically go AWP half armor here, Freddy. That is my... So whatever the end result is here, it's not going to be with full force, because we are hoping for a flank to come into fruition. Sled, he finds one. Oh, no, Thomas. What? The big miss. All pulled him from stairs. He needs to see Masuta fling into action. Crucial can't really do much from his spot. The bomb's out on the middle of sight as well, so even if they want to, they can't. And yeah, this is difficult because this round's done. We know it all too well. Crucial fight is won, but he's on his bike to save. 13-10.
That is so difficult. Thomas has actually not got a single kill this whole half. He ended on 17 in the first half, and he stayed that way. On the T side, he definitely plays some very difficult roles. If it's basically like, use me as a human flashbang, and I'm going to enable my teammates as well as possible.
Seeing what ITB are capable of. Limited utility in their department as well. Only the 2 smokes. Double molly, double flashbang. And I tell you what, speaking of broken flashbangs, that one is brilliant, but Surreal, he doesn't just kill one, he digs a second man, Freddy. A massive advantage now in the 4 versus 4. Masuta, though, goes running right through the stairs smoke. Rallen planting. No one's going to be here to deny. And there you have it. Heavy God activates, but only for 1. 13 seconds. No one's covering the planter. What the hell is going on? ITP might have just fumbled. There's 1 man for the job, but there's 5 seconds to plant. It needs to be done now. There isn't enough time. Max smokes himself off. Ice in his veins as Max wins the 1v2.
I have no idea how Rallen has attempted to plant 3 times, and on none of them they've been successful. That's actually ridiculous. You've got ITB once again with a player completely astrayed. Was that BMAS in middle? It's very identical to the last round where you had like Masuta and B-Apps with 20 seconds left and the bomb walking out in. It's like, you need to be there as a collective. That was a great round from Masuta. Even though Surreal digs him down, that charge through the stair smoke, high risk, high reward. He eliminates the AWPer, negates him out of the server, also forces Endpoint not to have an AWP in this round. But ITB still loses it out. They trail by 4 now. That extending gap is getting further and further and further, and now it's going to be a change of pace. A straight play through towards the A-bomb side. Endpoint, they've taken good space towards middle. It's going to allow them to clear all this out and go towards A. However, because they're taking all that space towards middle, they have left this A-bomb site very thin. Surreal, the only defender, does dig down Crucial, but now it's going to be the 4v5 retake. No kits. Sorry, 1 kill on my max.
Dave, I'd be calling right now for Endpoint. I know it looks good to just go for a retake and make it 15 as quick as possible, but you have to weigh up your options here, and from a 3v5, you probably don't have the best of chances to win this round out. So that's exactly what they're going to opt to do, Freddy. Don't put all your eggs in this basket. There'll be plenty of opportunities that present themselves in the near future. Bomb's going to go off, ITB to 11. And this is it. ITB given a second chance, cash in on a fast A play, as you say. Pick up the pace a little bit, catches Endpoint by surprise. This needs to be the start of a movement. No, not a one-night wonder. Nearly said stand, but that's not what ITB are here for. A one-night wonder, that's what I'm going with.
ITB are here for a lot longer than that. Okay. Yeah, either way, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be the execute towards the B-bomb site. The rifles are here. Azu will get the first kill. Slend will then trade him out. Oh, it's looking good. Rallen's been dinked up. The USPs are also here. The cavalry's arrived. Mighty Max is upgraded to an AK. And Rallen, low HP, trying to inch his way forward. Mighty Max dies, being shot in the side. However, Thomas now flanking in. He drops both of the players now that have armor, but he's all by himself. His teammate in apartments has died. No way is it around the Endpoint 515. Heavy God playing Ring Around the Rosies. Thomas is being lost in the source. Heavy God misses opportunity. The USPs. Oh, it's Glock versus USP right now. Thomas is going to go reload the AK. Surreal picks up the A1S. 20 HP. Time is in his side, but he just goes and runs with his knife out. Surreal easily plucks him out the sky. I said that we had to amuse this round, and most certainly Endpoint are going to show us why. Slen playing very defensive now. Surreal hanging around towards ramp. A Molotov on Surreal's position, going to force him in an uncomfortable position. Fully blind, still gets one. However, everyone else around him dies. And now it's all down to Mighty Max, looking to just save. And Endpoint, their money's really bad. Yeah. They have no loss bonus. Oh, this is scary, Ryan. This could just be overtime because this one round.
Yeah, this is, it looks it, right? 15-13, Endpoint technically should take an eco. 15-14, and yeah, it will go full 30. Question is if ITB can push the boat out for OT, or if they'll fall short of the mark. Endpoint win that final buy. Either way, Freddy, next round is so insignificant to us. Nice shot from Max, with a bit of extra damage done, but no gun saved. So fully eco here for Endpoint. Full 30 here in the second map. What a banging game of CS everyone at home has been treated to. You really see yourselves taking this 16-14. I don't think either of us do. That clock ticking down, more nade damage, more chip damage, 3 kills, make it all 4. Heavy God waiting for his notice, and ITB will put it there. 15 all. This game goes the distance, plus some. Full 30. Endpoint and ITB inseparable.
This is a big advantage for ITB.
Better, at least, for Endpoint than what we saw in the 30th. Slen all posted, Molly at his feet, but he still finds the frag anyways. 2-man deficit, make it 3-man deficit here for ITB to work back from. It's 4 rallies against all 5, and it's not going to happen. Nothing happens, in fact. Endpoint survive with all 5. That is one way to start this OT, Freddy. 3 players moving through the middle of the map. This is just going to be an A split, and unfortunately for Endpoint, I think they're going to be on their knees begging for forgiveness, because yes, although Surreal does put up a fight, there's so many angles for the CT side to cover off. Oscar is going to find a double. It's traded out by the Suitor, 2v2. They know the Orps in spawn as well. And with half a minute to plant the bomb, ITB have got time to spare.
He's a criminal on these entries, and he's going to show us why. This round looks so back and forth. Azuru makes it contestable with a double. However, ITB...
Well, sight, some space given away, but Surreal over the top of the stairs, able to find the opening frag. 5 versus 4. Jungle Smoke starts to fade. A critical miss from Crucial. Masuta trades out Azuru, now pushing him from CT. Bombs in the open. BMAS a must-hit frag, and he does so. Now it is all on Masuta. 1 versus 3. Drops the smoke towards top con. Working his way back in towards site. But Heavy God closes the show. The curtain drawn in our first half of our first OT. And it is ITB, second best right now. BMAS starts things off strong. Orp on the CT side. Then it's a weapon to be feared as con smoke that gets pushed. Rallen welcomes that one with open arms. BMAS finding Slend. Azuru caught in the Molotov. He thinks the only way he should be going is forward, and to be fair, wins the first fight, but numbers alone enough to overwhelm, and the Molotov takes him down. It's Heavy God against 4 here. BMAS on for a hat trick. I don't think ITB care about the punctuation to a round. They just care about the fact they're a step closer to winning this game. It's all tied up. Crucial's Orb finding the third between the 2 in this one. It's 17 all.
They've done quite well at hitting A quite a lot in regulation. However, in that last round, it couldn't have gone any wrong. Thomas, though, will be the first to fall, just running through the Molotovs.
Decent start. I'll tell you what, Freddy. It was a 4v4. I didn't say much because I wanted to see how the round pounds out. But 3 kills in a second puts Endpoint on notice, because this is ITB's 18. You're not fighting for a win in this map now, Freddy. You're fighting for double overtime. You're fighting for a second chance.
There's nothing else about it. At Endpoint are going to start their crusade towards middle. However, a great opener from Masuta. Quickly traded. Thomas in this round isn't just going to die immediately. Will get a frag before he falls. And now it's all down Surreal. Crucial and miss a shot. Give him a lifeline to live on. However, that is it. Rallen puts the nail in the coffin. And ITB will now...